Well, welcome back to Cable 14's Generation Z, and thanks for sticking with us. Now, when you're a startup company or a growing business, it's very important to organize your ideas. And right now, we're here with Lorenzo from the M.I.G.H.T.Y Entrepreneurship Program, and he is going to explain what the business model is and how we can use the business model to organize our ideas. So thank you so much, Lorenzo, for joining us today. How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's great to be here.
I know. I'm happy to see you. You're my mentor, so it's really good to have you here on the show and to share all the great advice that you've always shared with me.
Absolutely.
And the one thing that you did with me the very first time when I was trying to organize my ideas from starting my own business was starting that business model. And I have to say, if I didn't use that business model, I don't think my business would be where it is today. So why don't we start up with what is this business model and what does it help with?
Okay, so a business model in itself helps you organize, create, deliver value. Now, the tool we're talking about today is the business model canvas, and it's basically what it sounds like, taking a business model, putting it on a canvas, just like a painting. And its basic function is to take you through all the various aspects and components of your business and allow you to develop a narrative and develop a means to look at everything and make sure it all flows together properly.
Exactly. And do you find people that do not make a business model and organize their ideas are not as successful as those who do use the business model?
Well, lots of entrepreneurs, not everyone uses these techniques, business plans, business model canvases, and they get by, but it really does help. Generally, you got to get all those ideas out of your head, put them out into the world. So the best way to do that are with exercises like, for instance, the business model canvas.
Exactly. And with this business model canvas, there's 9 different steps.
Correct.
So why don't you take us through every individual step so we can see what we need to do?
Absolutely. So why don't we get a nice
shot of this so we can see every individual 9 step.
Okay.
So let's start with the first step, which is customer segments.
Okay, so customer segments. So that's quite literally, who are your customers? Okay, who is it that you're trying to deliver value to? You can have more than one type of customer. Okay, so for instance, with Biblicare, you might have that your senior citizens are a customer, but so are their children. Okay, and in the customer segment, we want to know a little about who they are. Okay, demographics, archetypes, stuff like that. So who is it that we're delivering value to?
Exactly, and that is very true. Now, what about the second one here about value propositions?
Okay, so in the end, what is it that you're ultimately doing? What value are you creating for your customer? Okay, so in the end, you're offering a service, you're offering a product. So what problem are you solving? All right, what solution are you bringing to the table for your customer?
And I think that's very important about the problem solving, because oftentimes when people start a business, I know personally for myself, I wasn't really thinking about what problems I could solve. I was just thinking, I'm passionate about this, so why not start a business, right? But I really think if you want to be successful with your business, you need to think about your customer and think, how can I make their life easier, right?
Absolutely. It's a big mistake a lot of businesses make is they don't actually look at a need first. They try to come up with the solution. You got to first meet that need, find that need, and then figure out how is it that you're going to
And that's exactly correct. Now, what about the third step, which is channels?
Okay, so channels, this is multifaceted. This is how you actually connect with your customer. How do you create awareness? How do you deliver your product, your service, to your value to the customer? And like literally, how do you actually deliver it to it? Is it that you're going to their home? Is it that they're coming to a store? Is it that they're buying it online? And then even, just how do you connect with them? Maybe you connect with them on Facebook or through email or through mail. A lot of the channel, it's based on where your customers are found, where they're going, and looking at who they are and how they want to be reached.
Yes,
right?
And that's very true. And what about the fourth one here with customer relationships?
Okay, so consumer relationships, now that we know customer relationship, we know who they are, how is it that we're maintaining that relationship with them? How are we growing that customer so that maybe now they know about us? Great, they know about us. How are we selling that product to them, that service to them? And even beyond that they're coming back to us. And there's various ways that you do that. But in the end, you want to maintain those customers that you've already established.
Exactly. I think that's very important with maintaining that relationship. And now for the fifth step with revenue streams, what's that all about?
Okay, so revenue stream, in the end, this is a pretty important part of a business. You have to make money. Your aim is to actually make money. So what is it exactly that you're doing to make money? What service is it that you're providing to make money? What product is it that you're providing to make money? It's also critical, what's the revenue model? So a revenue model is, are you selling them a product directly? Are you leasing something to them? Is there a user fee, a licensing fee? So it's in the end, where's the money coming from? What are they paying for?
Exactly. And unfortunately, we don't have enough time to go through the next couple of steps. But I would definitely recommend for people to see if they can get a hold of this business model, because I really believe that it is great if you want to start your own business and organize those thoughts. So for more information, where can people go to maybe get a hold of this or to see how they can organize their thoughts and organize their business?
General Google search for business model canvas will come up, and you can go to, I think it's Strategizers, they provide it.
Yeah, that's really good. And we do have an information board, so if people are interested in how they can get a hold of you with the M.I.G.H.T.Y Entrepreneurship Program, or if they're just interested in how they can get this business model, I believe that's really great, because you can get all the information and then people will be able to organize their thoughts and start their own business. So there you have it, Hamiltonpreneurs. That is the end of our first episode on the first key to successfully starting and growing your own company, which is discovering your own authentic purpose. We heard about how we need to organize our ideas with the utilization of our business model from Lorenzo. We've learned how we can be different and unique in regards to naming our business. And we've also learned how we can be different with the product and services that we provide to our customers by just thinking of how we can be original, like Erica from Kind All Natural Skincare. So if you want to figure out the second key to successfully starting your own business and growing it, you'll want to stick with us for the second episode coming soon. So thank you so much for joining us today on Gable 14's Generation Z, and we'll see you soon.